you all doing? Les here, Two Hands Brewing. Yeah, just hope you're all doing good, having a good week. It's sort of just more of an update, I suppose, this week. Not a lot going on brewing-wise for me still. I know what I want to brew. I definitely want to brew an Imperial Porter, possibly a bourbon, vanilla, rum, vanilla, scotch, whiskey, vanilla, porter. Also, so I was considering doing a double batch and splitting that into sort of a bourbon vanilla or spirit vanilla, maybe even coffee. Porter of the Imperial variety, obviously, and also a milk chocolate porter, which is what I wanted to do. And yeah, so going back to this competition that I won. This is one of the beers too. This is one of my other teammates. So this is the Falcon Punch. So the next idea for this competition, it's still going to be continuing on. This was round 1, Battle of the Pails. I think round 2 is Battle of the Porters. So obviously probably closer to winter. So I'm thinking of doing one of these varieties for it. So I'm going to start brewing some trial beers up for that. I actually haven't done a lot of porters in my time brewing. I haven't obviously been all grain brewing for that long anyway, like over a year anyway. But so I'm going to do some trials on this and see how it goes. But I really like the idea of a milk chocolate, and possibly not with lactose either. So yes, strange, I know. But anyway, I just wanted to see how that goes. So that's just an idea. So, and it also to do with the competition, I suppose. I told you last week, if you watched my video or not, that the prize was I get to brew on a full run on their system, which is the 50s and the 100, 50 litres and 100. So it works out to be 400 litres. I spoke to the owner, Ross, down there, and he said, like, when do I want to do this? Do I want to do a full run or not? And I said, sure, why not? If we're going to do it, let's go all out. Unfortunately, though, I still have to, so for the original, the melon, no melons, no problems, melon-infused fruit pale ale, I had to do the melon side of it myself and take it down there. I'm reimbursed, obviously, for it all. But, so yes, I spoke to him, and again, I am responsible for the melons in the beer. So that's a ton of melons, It was a full melon of each melon, the 3 varieties that went into 50 litres. So add that up over the 400 litres, and it works out to be exactly a shitload of melon. So, yeah, fun, good times. I've brought my wife on board for that. To be honest, she actually helped out to, puree the first one. So she's a legend. I was actually very proud of my wife, my darling wife, the day of the event. She helped heaps. She went around. She was going around to randoms and telling them about my beer and have you tried it yet? And if you liked it, vote for it and stuff. And she was telling them a backstory about my beer, and I didn't even realise that she knew that much about it, to be honest. So I'm just going to get a pour on this, guys, as well. So Falcon Punch. So she's a 500ml. It's a nice glass, isn't it? Punk IPA glass. Promotional, too, with some punks. So, that's it, guys. Falcon Punch. I have to admit, I love Falcon's Flight, the hop itself. So I may be biased on this one, guys. But anyway, cheers to you all. There's a really soft bitterness. Obviously, it was bittered with Fabulous Flight as well. Yeah, I can't quite put my finger on what it is. It's like it's not resiny or dank at all in any way. It's maybe leaning towards a bit of a piney, leaning towards it. Not that it is piney. And it's sort of like a leveled out in the fruity, citrus departments. Hard to explain. It definitely has a soft, subtle bitterness there. Soft is the way I'd explain it. It doesn't have a real tropical punch to me. But it has all these things going on that seem more subtle. So yes, it's a good beer. It's a good beer. I'd be happy if I brewed this, that's for sure. Crystal malts in there. Obviously, probably to darken it up. As you know, the light's terrible. I've even forgotten to turn on my extra light as well, so I apologise for that. I don't want to really make this go any longer than it has to, though. So, where was I? So the competition. It's one of those beers. Yeah, I was speaking to the owner. And yes, I have to do all that stuff ourselves. That's all good and well. So I just got to work at a date now, and it's going to be an all-day brew day, obviously, and I'm going to need the guys down at the brewers to help run that massive system. Well, yeah, all those systems that are actually, it's like my system, but on steroids, industrial, mega, super duper, crazy steroids, with all the piping and ball valves, and it's just it's a bit boggling actually. So yeah, that's going to happen sometime soon, I guess. I'm not too sure exactly when. And speaking to him, he's obviously going to help me get those beers out there. But speaking to a guy on my team that sort of run the competition, a part of the Barons, he's said that there's a bar that's already basically pre-ordered 2 kegs, 50 litres. There's another restaurant bar that wants a 50 litre. There is 2 bottle shops, cellars, whatever they're called, the rest of the world. Sell beer, wine, and spirit. that also have a tap system. That they have 2 stores that will take 2 as well. I mean, 1 each store. So there's another 2 50s. So you're looking at 2 there, 2 at the craft bar, 1 at the restaurant. So there's 5. Yeah, that's 5. And I'm sure, pardon me, there was somewhere else that wanted 1 as well. So potentially there's 6 out of the 8 kegs, 50s, 50-litre kegs, that are already pre-taken, pre-ordered, whatever you would say. So that's pretty cool. I have to say, it's a bit, unbelievable. I did not expect it, that's for sure. And I didn't expect this. I didn't even know this was a prize until after I won the competition. So crazy shit there. And guys, I don't know if you have noticed before, but I absolutely love doing this. I love brewing beer. It's an obsession to me. It started off as a hobby to make cheap beer. Started off making canned kits and kilos, and quickly progressed, I suppose, to partial. And then I went on to fresh wort kits, which Bacchus actually do fresh wort kits down there. They have it's not Bacchus, but it's their homebrew shop, which is called Craft Brewers. And to me, after I did it, and the beer was nice, there was nothing wrong with the beer at all. There was nothing to do with the beer. It's just that it wasn't mine. It was not my beer at all. And giving it to people, I couldn't say it was my beer. I wasn't proud, I suppose you could say. I had lost all the pride I felt from brewing beer and sharing beer, and people enjoying your beer. And that feeling you get. You've created something and you're, getting it out there and giving it to people that enjoy it, and, providing you with that feedback saying, oh, this is great, and asking questions about how you did it. And that to me, I suppose I didn't know this before, and it was very, very eye-opening when it happened. And I decided to get into all grain from that point, knowing that, I was just, this is it, this is what I want to do. I want to, brew my own beer, and I want to, get it out there, and I want people to taste it and people to love it and know it's yours, and you made it from scratch. Your own recipe. Yeah. All that. It's just, it's a really, makes you proud. It does, really makes you proud. So I've always loved it. As soon as from the get-go, with all grain brewing, it's creation, isn't it? Like, you're literally creating something from nothing. It's just bits and pieces of things, and no one's done any work besides the malt stuff. That's grain. But other than that, it's all you, and you create your own recipe from scratch, and that's what this beer that won was my own recipe that I developed in my head. Didn't take it off anything else. It wasn't, it wasn't nothing to do with any other beer. It was just, my own concept in my head, which I basically got from I'm going to forget what it's called now. Randy Mosher's book, Mastering Homebrew. The concept ideas that you make them in your head of what you want your beer to taste like first, and then you work the grain bill and the hops and stuff up from what flavors you want from the grain. You have a goal for each individual ingredient, and that's what I did with this beer, and what I've been doing since I basically read that book. And it's a great idea, and you sort of can develop it in your own head and perceive what you want it to taste like, and then you get to taste it at the end and see if it turns out the way you perceived it to be. So it's amazing, absolutely amazing to be able to do this. Who knows what could happen now in the future from this. And yeah, a couple of these guys, you know, might want some more beer. Who knows? And onward and upward, perhaps. Wouldn't be a bad thing. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Yeah, hopefully brew this weekend, triple batch, but I'll do a double of one and another single. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep doing what you're doing. Love your work. Cheers, guys. And remember, brew great beers. I'll see you on the next one. Oh, that's a great beer. Cheers, guys.